Shalom Akim, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. And salutation to all the Akim and all four corners of earth who's pushing the truth and sincerity. Shalom Akim. I'm getting into this article right here. You're getting ready to wake up in the, it's 11 o'clock right here, 11:30. On the West Coast it's 12:30. Another hour, they're getting ready to have a KKK rally. And then your BLM is gonna meet up with them and contest with them. You know, this is America that we're in right now. This article speaks about that, and I'm going to talk about that for a second because our people, some of them are still under this BLM Black Lives Matter banner. You know, they still believe in this, and it ain't nothing but our women that they fall into this narrative. They believe this narrative heavy. I had a friend who was giving money to this BLM and buying T-shirts and other things from them. And then when I gave her the website and told her to look it up, the information, it was mind-boggling to her. She rebuked it right then and there once she went to the website and seen what was going on. So our people don't really know what's going on. They just buy into these different narratives that are out there nowadays because BLM is a cool thing to buy into. You can put a BLM sign up. You can wear a BLM shirt, a tight shirt. You know, these women nowadays, they get clothes that are very, very small. So she'll go to the very small store and find a BLM shirt and put that on while showing about 3 or 4 of her bellies and stuff. But it's okay because nowadays you can't speak about that or talk about that because these women like that. They like to show their fat. But let me get into this article. It says tensions high ahead of White Lives Matter rally in California. KKK and BLM expected to show up. And like I said, this rally is getting ready to take place in less than probably an hour or a few minutes from now. And it's just more propaganda, man, because the people buy into this, and especially our people, man, because that's who we speak to. We speak to our people for the most part, because these other nationalities, they're gonna do what they do, but we're here to wake up our people and the speckled birds that are amongst them. But at the end of the day, this is what's going on, man. So he says, let me get into this article. I got some verses too. He says, police are gearing up for trouble in Huntington Beach, California, ahead of a White Lives Matter rally. Ku Klux Klan flyers have been spotted in the area, and Black Lives Matter activists are planning a counter-protest. There will be huge contingent of police officers deployed in Huntington Beach on Sunday. Police Lieutenant Brian Smith told local media. The wrap-up comes in response to a White Lives Matter rally, expected to kick off at Huntington Beach Pier in the afternoon. The protest was seemingly organized on social media, but only caught the attention of press when Ku Klux Klan flyers were distributed around the area last weekend. The KKK group, calling themselves Loyal White Knights, are one of the largest of the handful of Klan groups still operating in the U.S. And that's crazy that they allow these groups still to operate, which adds on, that a lot of the things that you are been advocating and fighting for, you Black Lives Matter and you NAACP people have been fighting for, they still exist. These cancers are still here. The Ku Klux Klan is a big cancer and it's still here. This is one of the largest Ku Klux Klan groups meeting. So how is this group still allowed to function and speak their hate when you come down upon us for putting up videos and pushing up true information, and they push pure hate? That's an oxymoron. That's that's showing your what's the word I'm looking for? You guys are hypocrites, man. Just Edomite system is a hypocrite system, man, because they allow the Ku Klux Klan to still function, and they get money, they get donations. Mind you, a lot of your Ku Klux Klan members are Edomites to put masks on that are your local officials in your towns, whether it be your sheriffs, your lawyers, your mayors. I mean, in these small towns, these are nothing but high member Ku Klux Klan members, man, and they're still around, and they get funded. They have a large money training group. What brother just broke down to me the other day that a brother has sued the Ku Klux Klan for a hanging that happened, and he got paid for that. But it's still, the fact remains, they're able to still be around. And we put up videos condemning the society and the different wickedness of this place, and our videos get cut down, our pages get cut down, we get talked about and everything else, just for bringing out the truth. But let me go on. Let me continue. So he says, calling themselves loyal white knights are one of the largest of the handful of Klan groups still operating in the U.S., and its members have taken part in various White Lives Matter rallies in recent years, as well as the infamous 2017 Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia. With Klan members expected to show up at Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter activists have organized a counter-protest led by BLM chapter head and member of the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, in the NAACP, which we already know has been compromised by the Karzais. They have ran it since they came out. If you know anything about the NAACP, you can look up the history. One of their lead spokesmen was W.E.B. Du Bois, and these guys were funded by the Karzais, man. So leading on that we've never had anything. The NAACP is another group, just as the BLM is another group that's funded mostly by our enemies, But our people, they steadily fund these groups because they don't have enough sense to look up these things, so they'll just go with whatever narrative is in front of them. Let me bring this out real fast because it adds on to the point, because Isaiah 9:16 lets us know that our people, they are our leaders, because when you follow BLM, you follow NAACP, you don't know what you're following. You just donating money and feeling in your heart that you're doing something good. And that's what our people do. So this is Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err. Cause them to err. And they that led of them are destroyed, man. Because just because you're giving hundreds and hundreds of dollars to BLM or NAACP, you think you're doing a good deed for the day. You think that you're helping your people out. When all actuality, you don't know who you're giving your money to. It's a well-known fact that a lot of these different agencies in America, whether it be we could start with them. Our new ones that still advertise on TV, your late night evangelists, all the way to your give cars to tots, or whatever, these different little organizations that come on TV. Just do your or even your Girl Scout cookies organization. These different things, they give a small percentage to the group that they're advertising. Like if out of 100%, they probably give under 5% of their earnings to these groups they're advertising for. They just use the name as the banner, And you can look these things up and find out yourself. But our people, they just love to go off of whatever the TV tells them, or love to go over whatever preacher man tells them, But Isaiah 9:16 lets you know that for the leaders of this people cause them to err. And that's a cut to our people, because in their heart they truly believe what preacher man says, what the TV says, and these different organizations are about. When you go to these colleges, our people believe in these different fraternities and stuff and sororities. They believe once they graduate from these different colleges, after owing thousands and thousands of dollars, they believe that their sorority group or their fraternity group is going to help them out. In all actuality, all they're doing is continuously giving hundreds and hundreds of dollars, giving their free time to these groups, and they don't look out for them. If you're not one of the top ones, one of the elite ones, they're not looking out for you. You're a joke. They're just gonna continuously pass your name. Oh, that brother ain't doing good yet. Nah, that brother ain't doing good. Or that sister ain't doing good. Nah, she ain't doing it. Everything's a joke in this society, man. So a lot of these different groups that you've been donating your money to and everything, they're nothing but a joke, man. So, and your leaders have lied to you. And then a lot of our people have joined these groups because under the false hope that they would be able to make it in society at some point. Each one of these groups represent, whether it be lawyers or doctors or firefighters or policemen in society for the Negroes to go through. Whether you're Kappa or Omega, Alpha, these different groups represent lawyers, doctors, and policemen. And I really can't think of which one goes under which umbrella right now, but each one of them sells that. That's why a lot of the brothers join these groups and sisters join these groups, because in the long run, they think once they graduate college that they'll be able to be the first person hired in these groups, man. So these leaders have caused our people to err, man, and they're still trying to build here in Babylon, man. That's another error, because our enemies know that the end is coming. That's why they're giving all these free their money away to these rappers and different people, because they know that this dollar is dying, man. Let me continue this article though. He says, however, the Orange County NAACP put out a statement on Saturday, distancing the organization from the counter protests, while the Orange County NAACP applauds efforts of peaceful protests nationwide. The statement read, "We would never impede on anyone's right to freedom of speech. The Black Lives Matter group network has discouraged counter protesting." Well, once again, man, I just really wanted to bring that part out about the Klansmen, the BLM going to be there, because I already spoke down on the NAACP and let you know that this is nothing more than a paid off group that is there to the Karzais have had their hand in the NAACP's pocket for some time, since the beginning of his start in the 1920s or 30s, if I'm not mistaken. But this group is not for us, man. It's just another infiltration group, as well as the BLM groups. BLM are profiting off of their signs, T-shirts, and different things. You can go to their websites, and they'll let you know that that they're for more or less they're for black women, and getting rid of the black man out of the household. This is a this is a this is a gay type of movement, for feminism type of movement. When you go to the website, who made black, who's the I shouldn't say who made them, but who's the face runner of the BLM movement is nothing more than women whose main campaign is to get rid of the black man out of the household of the of the black man and black woman household that raises up the kids, because the new narrative of today is, let a woman and a woman raise the kids, let a man and a man raise the kids, because we are in the LGBTQ generation right now. But I want to stick to this article right now. This is speaking about this NAACP, but it adds on to it, because that's what Black Lives Matter basically is, man. I got some more articles. Give me one. This is this is this is Sirach. This is Sirach 12, and I'm gonna start at 12 and 13. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beast, man? And I'm telling you these things about these BLMs and these NAACP. You want to give your money to these things and think that they're going to do something good for your community, man. I'm letting you know. And then, like I'm telling you, I had a friend who had to find out the hard way. She was out there marching with them, giving money to the T-shirts and buying the T-shirts. And once I broke it, it told her to give her information of the avenue to look for, and she went into it. She was upset, But at the end of the day, who's gonna pity these people when they're bitten by these serpents, Because they're gonna turn it back very soon, man. When you go to these BLM movements and these marches, and at the same time, the same person I'm speaking about, no, this was a different story, but another woman, she said that she was at one of these BLM marches over the summer, last summer in 2020, and she said out of nowhere the umbrellas just popped out of nowhere, the Edomites, and it was like they all were programmed to start tearing down stuff, man. So a lot of these BLM movements, marches, they're nothing but protesters to tear down stuff. So when you get caught into that wrath that Esau has out there with the police and them battling each other, who's gonna pity you? There were sisters getting hit with rubber bullets and stuff in their head, busting their heads open. You shouldn't have been out there, man. You should have been at home learning what you should have been doing, man. But yet you're out here trying to fight for something you don't know about. Let me drop down is Ecclesiastes 12:16. An enemy speak of sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagines how to throw thee into a pit, man. You go to these different marches, once again, like I said, man, it ain't nothing but a pit, because our people are thrown into these pits. Those are the ones who are lined up to jail. Look at Esau. Esau can go out and get upset, have a bad day, and have a mass killing, and he can get away with it. He can go out and he was the main one that was tearing down these cities across the United States in summer 2020 and stuff like that. But who was the main ones going to jail? You niggers, you know. So you out here trying to protest for something you know nothing about, man. This place is done, but yet you want to continue to pretend like it's going to continue to go on. Your parents and forefathers have been here for some time, and they ain't been able to make it. But you, at these last days, feel in your heart that you can make it. He will weep his eyes, but if he find of opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood, man. And we're speaking about the enemy, man. He needs more than just that blood, man. At the end of the day, our people they're still believing in this, believing that Esau has something for them. They're believing in their leaders. They're watching their leaders take these different things and just say these different things, and they're blindly following them. But I just wanted to bring that article out real fast, and I didn't mean to continue this long. I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Aki.